You're welcome to day 5 of daily UI design. So the exercise on day 5 is design of app icons. So you are familiar with app icons when you download any app from Play Store or from App Store and you install them into your phone. So there will be a particular picture that will represent the app on your phone. So that particular picture, that small picture is called the app icon. So we're going to design app icons on this uh, exercise. So before I proceed, I'll need a mobile app screen. So let me use iPhone 13 Pro Max. So let me call this app icons. And what I always like to do is to give my my screen layout. So I'm going to create a column layout with a count of 6 and 24 margin and 16 pixels gutter like this. So next I'll create icon to create these icons. So I'm going to create a frame. I'm going to create a frame with a size 64 pixel of height and width. So and this frame, that is going to be the frame that will hold the icon. So I'm going to fill it with color. Let me say, for example, a kind of blue like this. Then I'll give it a border radius of 8 pixels. And again, uh, from our designs, let me say the day one of design, I think we have app icon here. So we're going to copy this icon, Command C, and copy it to where we are working, and I'll paste it inside this frame. And what I'll do now is to reduce the size of it and say 36 or quite 24. So this is the app icon and this is the background that will hold the app icon. And let me hide this before we go. Then the next thing I would like to do is to give effect to this frame and the icons inside so that it looks exactly like icons. So the effect I will give the main frame is I will give it inner shadow effect, and I will choose inner shadow. So I will edit the x-axis is I'm going to make it 4, and while the y is also 4 pixel. And again the blur, I'm going to leave the blur around 8 pixels, and the spread, let me say -1. And again I'm going to choose the color that will come off it, let's say white for example. Then uh the percentage, I'm going to increase it to something like 30%. So that is that for this. And if you're looking at this, if you see it very well, you will realize that it looks like a kind of a 3D icon already. So this, I'm going to change the color of this to a very bright color. And again, I'm going to apply two effects to it. The first of the effect is going to be inner shadow. I'll change this to inner shadow, and again I'll edit the inner shadow. So this is going to be 5 pixel, and this I'm going to give it 0. And also uh, this is going to be black, and the black is around 60 percent, and the blur I'm going to make it 5. So look at this. Other thing I'll add is another effect again, and this is going to be a drop shadow with the color of white, just like this. I'm going to leave x 0 and y 0 while I have blur at 11. uh Let me just reduce this law. Yes. So this is what we have, and this is app icon. So if I intend to design other icons, like I want to, let me increase this to 32 and see. So like I want to design another icon, I can save these styles, the style I have on this. So the first style is the shadow style. I'm going to save it. So this, I will call it frame shadow. And the one I have here, I'm going to save the two as one, and I call it inner icon shadow. So we are having two shadow there. Now if I need to create any other icon, for example I want to create another one, and this time around this is going to be a circular icon. And as you know, we can have it's possible to have different kind of app, or some app on your phone. So the each app with different icons. So let's say this is a converter, and I'm going to browse my icons, and let me say currency. So let me search for, so let's say this. So since we're dealing, let me see, look for others. Okay, here this will be okay. Now I'm going to delete this one is okay. So what I have here, okay, instead of doing this, let's design new one. So this is 64 by 64. I'm going to draw another one here and give it 64 pixels. And this time around, the color of this is going to be let's say something like this. And again, I'm going to give it border radius of 100. So I want to, you can give it a number. I would just want to have a round corner. So the inner one, I'm going to place it here. I'm going to give it uh, a lighter color, just like this. I'm deleting this one now. So I will increase the size of this from 16, let's say 32. So this is nice. 32 is nice. So the icon which contains white, we're going to apply the inner style to it. The inner icon style that we have, going to apply to it like this. So, and the outer one, we're going to apply uh, the frame shadow to it. And once and for all, we have another icon. If we like, we can increase the size of this to maybe 40, for example, and centralize. So this is another app icon. If I need to design another one, let's say for example something like Bluetooth, I'll just search for icon here and say uh, Bluetooth. So let me look for a very nice one. Okay, I think this one is nice. So I'm going to close this. Instead of creating another one, I'll just copy this one side, then increase the size of this to 32 pixel. Okay, say 40 the other time. 40 pixel. I'm going to cut it. Control X or Command X. So Control or Command Shift R. Then I'm going to give it white. The color is going to be white, and again our the outer one is having the shadow already. So we're going to apply the inner icon shadow to the Bluetooth icon. Then that's that we have another icon. So like this, we can apply these styles several uh, to several icons, because we've already saved the style. All we need is just to bring uh, the icon in, then apply the style that we already saved. So I want to search another uh, icon, and uh, let's say megaphone. So this is a megaphone. Let's say this. So let's call this uh, this is 40 pixels. I'm gonna cut this and put Ctrl Shift R, put inside, and this background this time around I'm going to change it something like this, and something like this. And what we have here, I'm going to change it to another color. Let's say red, like this. And we'll have to change some things here, because this is having shadow already, the inner shadow, but it's not showing. So this is because the color we use for the background of the icon is a light color, just like the color of the shadow, which is white. So this is not going to show. Instead of white color, so we can change it to some other color like black, and you can see it's coming out already. So this also, we're going to apply the effects, the inner icon effect on it, and boom, we have another icon. So uh you can save this settings. I mean, the style, the shadow style, you can save it and use it whenever you need to create icons. So I'm going to distribute the space between this. So what I'll do now, I'm going to change the color of this to so this is app icons. I think this is understandable. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe and also share your friends who are also into UX or the beginners in UX design. I make things very simple, and you can also ask questions from the comments section. So by the grace of God, I will reply your comments. Thank you for your time.